Hey guys, today's Friday, March 5th, and I'm laughing because I've tried to do this video twice now, and I've done nothing but yawn. And I swear I'm going to get through a video where I'm not yawning. A lot has gone on. We're already in the third month of the year. Wow. I haven't done a video, I think, since the 1st of January or so. Uh, a lot's gone on in our politics. I don't know how many of you watched the insurrection on the 6th. That was just devastating. It was just, I just couldn't believe people thought that they were in the right to do that. I'm not going to talk about it though, but I am very devastated and very disappointed in people who think they're patriots and show really a lack of respect for the law, for our Capitol, our White House, and the Capitol of the Congress. Um, how disappointing. Anyway, so I'm what is it now? 3 months, 4 months post-op from having the pump put in and the rod taken out. I only went down in swelling probably a few weeks. Uh, I wasn't doing a whole lot as far as lifting and bending over and stuff. But this week I'm painting my garage. We lost half of our roof to our house. We had a major wind about 3 weeks ago, and it just went flying off. The winds were 35 miles per hour out here, and I jumped on the roof, and we had wood left over from building the carport, 2x6s by 12s, and I screwed down about, I think there was 7 or 8 of them. I screwed down so the other side of the roof wouldn't take off because rains were supposed to come. And we just renovated inside the house, and I didn't want any water damage or anything. I just had to pray. I just had to pray. It couldn't bring the boards up. I screwed them down good. But anyway, I want to share a little something about that experience. I am the kind of person, and I don't know if you can tell by my videos, but I'm an honest person. I treat people the way I want to be treated. I don't care what color they are. I don't care where they came from. Even the people that I am disappointed in, if I was near a couple wearing Trump hats and one fell, I would try to help them up. I mean, I do not, I don't, I don't even know the word for it, but I just believe that if we all had a little bit of kindness in us and less judging and less righteousness, this life we know would be a lot better. So, um, that's how I have always lived my life. This is the kind of person I've always been. And it seems like Tony and I we're always we always get blessed. You know, it always amazes us how things are such a blessing. And where I'm headed is when the roof flew off, I called our home insurance. Now, I've never used our homeowner's insurance, never had to. And they guided me through the steps, and they did a quote within a week. And then I got to hire a contractor of my choice, and he got it done in 4 days. And not only that, my house roof, but my garage roof, which is a detached garage, and it's probably the size of a three-car garage. Uh, that shingles came off that, and they included that in the wind damage. So roofer came, did both houses in 4 days, did a great job. I know about roofing, so I watched him to make sure everything was up to par. And he guaranteed, his warranty is 5 years. And so they gave me a check, and then they told me at the end of it, they'll give me another check. So the check came with before I even hired the contractor. And so when I went to pay him, it was only a couple days after I sent them the final invoice that I received the rest of the money and a little bit more. And I was like, Tone, I don't know if this is too much money, you know? And so I called him, and the representative said, yes, that's your money. I said, okay. So, I mean, little things like that. You know, we just started up in January of donating 125 a month. And because we felt like, you know, we don't have any kids, and we wanted to give to different organizations just a little bit a month to about five of them. And so we've done that, and so we try to pay a little bit back. That, I mean, we pay it forward whenever we're blessed. And to me, it shows that you do reap what you sow. Karma is real, and if you're not expect, I mean, you don't do kindness and to expect something back. I figured we'd be out quite a bit of money. I wasn't sure if the insurance company would, you know, cause us pain, because you hear war stories about stuff like that. But they were very good. They said they wanted to eliminate the stress as much as they could of the situation, and they did that for me because I'm anal retentive and I stress if things aren't going good, or you know, maybe you got that from me, I don't know. But I've come a long way. I've come a long way working on that and just relaxing and understanding that if it's not in my control, I can't do anything about it. Quit stressing about it. So we were blessed. We got our roof done, and so I've been painting the garage, and I've had to bend over to paint the bottom, and I'm swollen pretty good right now. Uh, so that's the only thing. I talked to the doctor about it, and she says I think just because they put a little reservoir up in your pelvic area, that's where the saline is or whatever the liquid is. And she thinks because that's open there that maybe the inflammation or extra fluid drains down into my phallus and into my scrotum. So she says, as long as you're not having issues with it, I wouldn't worry about it. As long as it goes down over a few days, I'm not worried about it. So that's what's going on with that. So another thing is I called my endocrinologist, or actually I emailed her and asked her if she would run some labs, asked her if she needed to see me. I haven't seen her in over a year. July it'll be 2 years because of the COVID. And I requested if she would try me on the testosterone gel, the pump. Last time I talked to you guys about it, we tried the patches and they didn't stick to me. So she emailed me back, said she didn't need to see me, but she did the workup on the labs, and she told me that they have a stronger concentrate in the gel, and she's going to try me on that. So I just picked it up today. So this is what they gave me. My instructions are to do it every day, one pump, and then I think she'll check me probably in a couple months, or unless I start feeling something different in my body, and then we'll go from there. So it's been over 9 years of shots, and they really have started bothering me. I talked about how I went every 2 weeks for two reasons. One, I wasn't wasting testosterone, and two, the shots were really hurting, and I couldn't stay with the 2 weeks. It just did something to me. I would have symptoms of really being lethargic and tired, and I ran down, and that's what happened in the first place. When I first started shots every 2 weeks. So that being said, I continued to do the shots, and then when she said she'd give me that, today's going to be my first pump. So I will, on my next video, I'll let you update you guys on that gel and how it's doing for me. I got a buddy who's been on the gel for 9 years now, and he loves it. And then one of the younger guys that had surgery the same time I did, uh, he's on a gel, pumps 3 times a day. But my doctor said this is more concentrate than the picture I showed her of his testosterone gel. So anyway, that's the update as far as medical with me on my transitioning. How do I feel as a person? Things are just going really good. My family's my family still. I'm hoping I got my first shot of the Moderna. Tony did too. She's a teacher, but we have a friend who's a nurse, and they had some left over, and they were going to throw them out. So they can't keep them after they pull them out. So we ran down there and got a shot each, and then we get our second one. I think the 19th of maybe March or something. I don't remember what they said. So yeah, it's things are going along good. I can't complain. I am back up to my original weight that I was before phalloplasty. I'm not worried about that. We still eat good. I've been I'm on a 12-week program with the guy that I originally followed, John Gabriel, and I've talked about it in my videos. I still believe in the way he thinks about things, the things he has factually shared with people to get their weight down. He was over 400 pounds and he's kept that off for 15 years now. And he just added live foods. I still eat my salads. We eat pretty good. We have ate more junk food, fast food, should I say, since we've been out here. But a lot of that is just because of us working and renovating and not wanting to cook, and we didn't have a kitchen for 3 weeks and those kind of things. Now, the weight gain on me here recently is because my wife has found a love for YouTube and foreign food and white food, which means she's found people who do the old scratch cake and scratch cinnamon rolls and all that, and it's been wonderful. She did an orange cake from the oranges from our tree. It was delicious. I personally can't eat a bunch of flour. It tears me up. I also, if I keep eating flour, I'll start getting migraines. And my stomach is swollen from her baking. I asked her about 3 weeks ago if she would stop baking for us the flour. Tried to learn to do something with the almond flour or oat flour, something like that. Said okay, and then she turned around and baked another cake. So I told her, and then she baked cinnamon rolls this last weekend. I had 3 of them throughout the weekend, and I just couldn't do it no more. It was tearing my stomach up, and I did end up with a migraine a couple days later. So yeah, so the weight is there. Um, I did injure my shoulder doing the carport, so I'm having that checked out. I told Tony if they say I need surgery, I won't have the surgery done until after we finish the house. I'll deal with the pain. I deal with chronic pain in my feet, and I'll deal with the pain that way. But other than that, the transition, I mean, we're living life, and it's just the way it is. I am losing more hair at the top, and I think it's starting to cowlick puff up here. So I told Tony when she cuts my hair this weekend, she's going to have to not leave this long anymore because you can see it right here, right there. That's a cowlick. It actually sticks up away from my head and doesn't flow with the rest of the hair. Yeah, it is what it is. What can I do? I'm not changing anything for it. Uh, I mean, I do look better with some hair on top. But guys, I'm going to be 60 years old this year. And there's just some things you don't worry about like you used to. But I'll let you know about my journey. I'm doing some meditations and I'm listening to him and visualizations and I'm just relaxing. This is a more emotional weight than it is food weight for me. I know it is because we pretty much eat pretty good. I don't eat a lot, except for the bakery goods, simple sugars. If I want something sweet and I'm the one who can add sugar to it, I use coconut palm sugar. So, and I do almond yogurt with fresh fruit, and I do plant protein based shakes, and and then we cook really good. I either barbecue and we have yams or steamed yams and some kind of green vegetable. So I mean that's basically our diet. I know mine's emotional. I carry things inside. I really have stressed over since November the election and the transition and everything. So I am a internal basket case. I'm learning to let go of things. I continue to work on myself. If anything, it's going to make me be able to handle myself better. So, anyway, I hope all of you are doing good. Daniel, here's a shout out to you. I hope your healing and your recovery is expediting for you. Everything's going good. I haven't looked on my notifications to see if you've made an updated video. I don't get the notifications in my email anymore, guys. If I'm subscribed to you and I don't seem to respond or anything, a lot of times I don't know that you've done a video. So I'll try to be better about that, checking on that. Anyway, take care of yourself. Talked long enough. You guys take it one day at a time and always make your journey as simple as possible. We'll talk to you later. Bye.